Well, hey, everybody. I think that by now you've probably seen or heard about Governor Holcomb's press conference from this past Wednesday. If you haven't, here's the part that everybody cares about. Governor Holcomb has asked that all Hoosiers wear a mask when they're out in public. And I know that some of you think we should have been doing this already. Some of you think that we should never be asked to do that. And I'm going to ask both of you to put those feelings to the side, and here's why. Because in Philippians chapter 2, the Apostle Paul encouraged the church with these words. He said, in humility, consider others as more important than yourselves. Listen, I know that some of you don't want to wear a mask, and I get that. If I'm being perfectly honest with you, I don't like wearing a mask. I think it feels weird to breathe and then have that hot breath come back on my face. I don't like that when I wear my glasses fog up. I just don't love it, but I've been challenged by Paul's words to consider others as more important than myself. And I want to challenge you to do the same thing. So here's what that means. Governor Holcomb has asked us to wear a mask. And at Mount Tabor, we're going to comply with the governor's order. So here's my request for you. When you come to church this Sunday, would you please wear a mask? If you don't have one, if you forget one, we will have some available for you. Just ask a greeter when you come into the door, okay? And if you're uncomfortable with returning to worship, I understand that. We're still going to offer our live stream on Facebook and YouTube at 11 a.m. Here's where we're at. The elders and I have looked at this issue, and we've said there's not a biblical reason to ignore Governor Holcomb's mandates. We're not being asked to do anything that will infringe on our religious liberties, on the way that we worship. But in a very real sense, we are being asked to consider others as more important than ourselves. I know that we disagree. Many of us disagree on what the right answer is with masks. But I know that everybody who's a part of Mount Tabor Christian Church agrees that God deserves to be praised. So let's agree on that and worship together this Sunday. I want to close with these words from Philippians chapter 2. Here's what Paul says. Do nothing from selfish or empty conceit, but with humility of mind, regard one another as more important than yourselves. Do not merely look out for your own personal interests, but also for the interests of others. Have this attitude in yourselves, which was also in Christ Jesus, who, although he existed in the form of God, did not regard equality with God as something to be grasped. Instead, he emptied himself, taking the form of a bondservant, being made in the likeness of men. And being found in appearance as a man, he humbled himself by becoming obedient to the point of death, even death on a cross. Listen, Jesus did that for us. Let's do this for each other. I love you guys, and I cannot wait to see you.